welcome to Text Adventure. We're going to make a new game with a brand new character. Our character's name is going to be Jeremy. Jeremy was a knight before he conscripted, so he can pick knight. But if he happened to choose something else, there's 7 classes here for him to pick from, all of which start with different stats, different abilities, and different items. So, let's start with a knight. The knight will first enter the dungeon by moving in a valid direction, and as you can see, we've now got a map. Our 4 options here are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Moving down is just a matter of pressing 2 and checking our map again. You can see that the little P that represents us has now moved. Now after moving around, I'm sure your next question would be, well, what's that exclamation mark, Tom? One of the main points of a dungeon crawler is to fight enemies. So, where are the enemies? Right here, in this exclamation mark. By moving to the left, we begin a battle. The battle is against a warrior. So, when battle starts, the game will automatically assign the player with the highest speed to go first. In this case, it looks like it's us. We're given one of 7 options. We can use a basic attack, which is just a regular attack. Our second one is the charged attack, an attack that does more damage, but consumes some of your stamina. Our third choice is a magic attack, which consumes an amount of mana to do an amount of damage. Next, a magic skill, which regularly would consume a little bit of mana to give you a bit of health, but for some classes can do far better. Next is the use of an item, which by pressing 5, I can actually choose one item from the player's inventory. Pressing 6 shows us our stats, which we can see here. Jeremy, the level 1 knight with no XP, and the rest of his stats. 7 is to flee from the battle, which I think Jeremy might now. As you can see, when attempting to flee, there is a chance, depending your speed, to fail, and if you do, you don't get away, and the enemy gets to attack you. We'll just attempt to run away one more time, and we did. And because Jeremy survived, he gets a little bit of XP. And as you can see, there are a few more things on the map. So, we're going to move right down, and this question mark is a store. Normally, after a while, you will have gained quite a bit of gold from killing enemies. Unfortunately, we haven't yet, so we're not able to purchase anything. All of the things shown there will upgrade your health, mana, stamina, attack power, or magic power, depending on which item you choose. You may now be thinking, well, I see these holes on the sides of the map. What happens if I go through one of those holes? To that, I say, do not worry, my friend. For moving through one of the gaps in the edges of the map will take Jeremy on a true adventure to an entirely new dungeon. And some of them, unfortunately, Jeremy can't get very far. So he can just turn around and go back, and it seems as if the dungeon's changed again, and every single time you leave the map, the dungeon changes. But now here's one that I might be able to take advantage of. The $sign represents a storehouse with a few supplies left over. A random chance for gold, potions, smoke balls, items in general, and you can gather up to 1 of each potion and 30 gold at a complete maximum. After finishing, you can just move out, and all of those items are added directly to your inventory. Sometimes leveling takes a long time. I get that. I've implemented the corpses system. The percentage mark shows you where a corpse is. By looking at a corpse, you can gain XP by learning from the dead. And in this case, we have. I think it's now time to show you how to use items. By pressing 2 on the navigation menu, a small menu pops up, asking you whether you'd like to use one of your HP, stamina, or mana potions. We're not at full health, so I'm going to use a health potion. And we can see that our health has now been filled. We can check our stats, and we can actually see that from the battle and the corpses, we now have 40 out of 100 XP, closing in on the level up. That might be it. Maybe I want to quit. Hit 4, and my game ends. The pickle module has allowed you to load back to one save state. By pressing 1, you can see that we're in the exact same map. Alright, thank you.